Alright. We are hopefully good to go. I wonder what kind of decks we're going to end up with here. Still not like 100% sure about the format since I haven't really looked through every card yet. I'm sure there'll be things I see that I'm like, oh shit. Spear is wild.
Did?
That is nice.
Shall we?
Minute or two. Quick look at these cards. May or may not exist. Did see Burning Core Drake. Tattoo Dragon. Ah, yes, that is a rare.
Thanks, Doc.
You know, I've been passing up legendaries lately.
It's true, we have. Terrible of us.
So yeah, Fire definitely has some real shit. This Inferno Zealot's kind of ridiculous. This Dancing Flame's pretty good. I was pretty happy to see that. Blade Crafter seems pretty nice. There's definitely a lot of good relic weapons in the format, so I think I kind of... The more I think about it, the more highly I rate this, because there's just a lot of places you can get that. This Mark Baker seems
You got
really
Martyr's
good.
Chains in draft? Wow. Shit.
Thunder of Wings is pretty good.
5/5 Flying Overwhelm Dragons.
Yep. There's a lot of text on that, but 5/5 for 6 is worthy of that legendary status. Calibrate's pretty good. Precision Plunge is interesting, but there's definitely decks that really like it. This Shard Binder seems really good because there's a lot of stuff you'd be able to pay for. Like you need relic activated effects to really get value out of this.
Yeah, but we've seen like the Emerald Ring.
Yeah, exactly.
That
There's a lot of good
is
shit.
nasty.
There's a lot of really good like pay X relics in this format. The Sunset Enforcer seems pretty good. There's a lot of random sacrifice in this format. There's another Sloth, by the way.
Fluffy boy.
This thing's fucking ridiculous.
Yep.
Cost. Mastery 7 Invoke. Spellcraft 1 play Fall Short. Oh, Jesus.
Ooh.
It's like a 4-cost Fall Short. Interesting. It's obviously the Sky King Storyteller. Probably go through more of this as we go on, but fuck it. Let's see some in our packs. Alright, well. There's Biting Winds.
Good
There's
shit
Siege
here.
Protection, which this card seems really good. Tainted Mark seems like it's pretty good. Talked about the Blade Crafter.
Touch of Force, Touch of Battle.
Both of these are pretty good. This Ragehard Paladin is almost certainly pretty good in the right deck.
Play Destruction.
Yeah, the display here. A lot of really good options.
chant is draw Justice Primal or Shadow from your deck.
Yep, it is the whatchamacallit, cargo of this format, basically.
Yep.
So like this is a whole cycle of all the 3 colors.
Yep.
All these chants are pretty good too. A lot of Zoltava artwork. God, this is tough. I honestly have no idea. Like, I really like Siege Provisions. I really like Tainted Mark and Biting Winds. I think Rageheart Paladin could be really, really interesting. The touches are really good. Fuck! Like, hell, the Willbreaker's pretty good.
Take a touch or something.
Could potentially do that. It's also like it's so hard because every card in draft is so much better now that like this format I have to just I still have to recalibrate like what I think a good card is, you know?
Fighting Winds is incredible.
Yep. Lightning Strike but with 6 damage. Like kill anything in the format basically when it attacks in on you.
The only thing about display is it locks as
yeah, like it's 3 colors right off the bat when I have absolutely no information about this. It's a bit safer to take something with 1 color. Part of me is sort of like, we haven't really done a time deck so much. Like I think we've played all the colors last week.
I think so, yeah.
We might actually have done 2 time drafts last week.
I think we did 2 time actually. I think it was green. It was Justice Time and Primal.
Yeah, was the first one.
I think the third one was
Fire.
Was it the Display of Destruction colors?
Yeah, I think it was. Those were our colors. We could try Biting Winds because it's just, oh god, it's so good.
Biting Winds is nasty.
And Siege Provisions, it's so funny because it's like, I feel like my normal, you know, take the uncommons because they're uncommon is like just so thrown off right now because like I would like this, and this are all like super playable commons.
The Tainted Mark is a pretty good cursed relic. Cost 5, but you hit the enemy player, you draw a card.
Yup.
What's your gut telling you?
Go with some removal.
Agent of Purpose.
Ah, yes. This card that is like neat at 2, good high heals with 10 when they have 10 in their void, and then a full board wipe on theirs. Pay 2 and exhaust to kill a cursed enemy and give Agent of Purpose its battle skills. It's kind of a lot of text.
Yeah, the 3/3 flying dragon for 4.
Yep, that's always a pretty good one. Fury Blade's good. Ruinous Blast is pretty good.
Oh yeah, the Waystone.
Mysterious Waystone is basically a type of inevitability.
Yeah, if you've got a big sacrifice deck, that's nasty.
Yep. Yeah, like, even at its base effect, it's not fast enough, but it's, you know, not nothing. If you do have some sacrifices, that ramps up so quickly. Especially in draft.
Ruinous Birch is cool. Do we take the 3/3 flying dragon? It's a pretty good pull.
Just to stay in Primal, potentially. Fanatic Stranger. Not great because it costs 3 for that 3/1 stat line. I do think it's either, like, of these,
Burst,
it's probably Brood or Ruinous Burst. Both of which are pretty much fine.
Yeah.
I can always kind of keep my options a little bit more open. You cost 1/3 flying. When you play a relic, you gain an Aegis. Not bad. Burning Core Drake, really good. Inferno Zealot, really good. I get the feeling Fire might just be open.
Yeah.
Yeah, these 2 are both pretty good as well.
Yeah, definitely some good fire.
Yep. I'm getting the feeling that I'm probably going to be in fire in this draft just based on the first 2 packs.
A stranger for you, sir.
There's a lot of strangers in this format.
Should we grab a Zealot or a Burning Core?
feeling like it might be Burning Core Drake because God, I love that.
Well, that goes
Stat
2
line.
dragons, so
It
dragons
is true.
is
There's
possible.
and like fire and or Skycrag is like 2/3 of the dragon colors in this. I can't quite recall what the last dragon color is, but I know that there's a lot of dragon synergy in there. So I think I'm gonna go with Burning Core Drake. I will keep my eye on the Justice, but pretty good start here.
Mark, Nesting Raven, Rune Marker.
There's a lot of good shit here. Might grab this Tainted Mark, might grab the Nesting Raven. I think they're the two that I'm like feeling. Worth noting that all of our units are currently flying, so the Rune Marker isn't the worst thing.
Yep.
I
do like Taint Mark.
Yeah.
It's nasty.
It is just absolutely a form of inevitability. Another Brood and Transcultist.
Yeah. And Blade.
Yeah. And Soul Drain Smithing. It is sort of like I could shore up my colors here, or I could go for that because
that's
God,
good.
free quick draw is so nice. Covetous Stranger's really good. Book Club Yeti's really good.
Oh yeah, Book Club Yankees are shit.
A real fucker. We do have that. And that does work with him, because Cursed Relic, yes, Cursed Relics belong to you. So like anything that says Relic does count. They're both 2-drops, and I do think I want a 2-drop here, and not like there's really anything else worth considering. Also, everything here is a 2-drop, but anyway.
Yes.
I'm not totally certain which of these I would want more. An interesting one.
I've definitely seen those fucking Yetis fuck us up.
Oh yeah, Yetis are good.
It's so good. Look at that art. It's so good. Definitely look like Primal is our healing Yeti for me. Yeah, Primal
fair.
is our
Certainly
primary
looking,
color.
yeah, pretty hardcore right now.
He's smacking a dude with a book. Smash that nerd. Okay, Skeletal
Dragon's
good.
quite good.
Wow,
Another
who's-
Brood.
another
This
Brood.
Assault Shield's pretty good. Even Contaminating
Yes.
Ritual. Fairly strong. Potentially not quite what we want for this deck. I do feel like Skeletal Dragon's really interesting. And I do wonder, God, like I actually think I would play all 3 of these right now.
Yes, absolutely.
So maybe I try to stick with these 2 because I'm still like Skycrag and it's a bit negotiable. So the question is really which of these brings more. This is removal, which we don't really have right now.
Yeah, we grab that. We already
And
have.
we've
a
seen
brood.
so many broods.
We have. We've seen a billion broods.
Oh, nice. Is it late
Mark-
siege provisions?
Mark
I
Maker.
think it's probably Mark Maker, just 4/2 of stats with
+1
the
and
overwhelm.
overwhelm, yeah.
It's probably a bit better than Covetous Stranger. It's also uncommon, so we're much more likely to see more of him. Another Burning Core Drake, pretty happy with that. Overlook Spotter +3/+3 while they have 10 or more cards in their void. That's actually pretty decent because it's not great like as a 2-drop, but it at least lets you play. You know, like you can put him down at the start of the game and not feel completely awful, and later in the game he's actually relevant. I'll probably just grab another Burning Core Drake here.
Yep.
Because yeah, Spore Spitter is fine, but Burning Core Drake though. Yeah, we seem to be in the right color here.
Alright, let's snap out the Blade Crafter.
Yep. Ooh, third
yeah,
Drake
probably
or a
take a
Ruinous
Ruinous
Burst. I
Burst.
think
I
I'm
think
going
Ruinous
Ruinous
Burst.
Burst. I need, like, right now, literally the only removal I have is Assault Shield. Like,
Biting Winds.
oh yes, and the Biting Winds. And I already have 2 Burning Core Drakes. I think in a vacuum I'd take Drake first, but it's pretty good as far as last hits go. There's a Marsh Dragon. There's a Warbrush Oni. Even that Felm Stranger is worth considering. Hello, Mantle of Justice. God, you know a format's fucked up on Mantle of Justice, isn't it?
Alright, we definitely need to... let's pivot to time. We definitely need... Like, the Stranger is fixing, the Warbrush Oni is nasty.
Mm-hmm. Marsh Dragon is also quite nasty.
Mm-hmm.
I sort of feel like being a bit greedy, given
Sure.
that that's the first
it.
pick of Pack 2. That feels like the correct thing to be right now.
Devour.
Topaz Drake's potentially quite good. Devour is potentially good. Soaring Stranger is actually fine. I mean, it's basically Brood of Aramat, but with less of a requirement. He puts all strangers in the air, it's important to note, but
including
you're giving
animals,
yourself
yeah.
a 3/3 flyer, so like most strangers being 2/2s, it kind of helps spread it out a little bit. That is an interesting question.
Grab the Devourer, or do we grab the Stranger? Or the Drake?
You could kind of see all of them. I do feel like there's probably better things later
Yes,
on than
yes, I
Topaz
feel
Drake,
like,
although the
yeah.
Flying Charge is quite strong. I think I might grab the Devourer. Might end up being that. Does look like we're probably being cut
Yeah.
from Shadow, but at least that's not our main color. Nothing else here really excites me, and
No.
we actually don't have any fixing right now, so
No.
doesn't feel awful. God, Wormstone, hello.
Hi, oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that does exist.
Wow.
Maybe you should have pivoted to time.
Don't worry about it.
Meditation Trainer isn't the worst. Icy Gaze is also fine. As far as Meditation Trainer goes, Cultist gives quick draw to things. Flying and Reckless would count. This gives Overwhelm to things. This has Flying. So, like, not the worst thing in the world.
There's quite a few things that give battle skills, and quite a few people who just have to in this format.
Yeah. I'm taking Windshaper.
Hi.
Fuck, like, filling out my curve or whatever. Let's
No.
just draft all the 4s.
Yeah, 100%.
Windshaper has been just absolutely ridiculous in most formats that it's been in.
Yeah.
And we already have a bunch of flyers.
Ooh, Skycrack
Ooh,
Stranger.
wow. So Furnace Mage is quite good, but I think we are actually filled with... Like, I have never drafted this well in the 4 slot, I gotta say. So yeah, I think I take a Skycrack Stranger
we need
over
some
another Warbrush
fixing,
Oni,
yeah.
because I want that fixing.
Yep.
Yeah, Windshaper, absolutely.
Warbrush Oni, a Vampire Bat.
The Wampir.
Numbing Cold's okay too. Another Oni.
Hard to feel bad about an Oni, especially when I'm sitting on like 3/2 drops right now.
One Kirk.
Yeah, just the Tainted Mark. Cloud Snake Hatchling does get a bonus from Windshaper. That doesn't feel completely awful. It might not make the deck.
Oh,
but
Rotor
hey.
Cycle.
Yep, Rotor Cycle. Anthus Outrider. An interesting question.
Yeah.
Versus a third Warbrush Oni, which, like, not the worst thing in the world to have
I
3
guess
fucking Warbrush
the
Oni.
thing about Outriders, we really want a player as a 3. That 3/3 stat line.
Yes. Yeah, it's like really good as a 3. It's playable as a 6. Ideally, we'd want more attachments. We do have quite a bit of time. It is an interesting one, though.
Yeah.
We do have a lot of flyers right now.
Yeah.
I'm kind of okay with that. Hell yeah.
Okay. I am Seek Command now.
Oh, God.
Seek Power.
That is a Seek Power. There's a Stone Scar Stranger. There's a Savage Stranger there, but God, we have so
Seek
many
Power.
fucking 4s.
Seek Power, I think.
Pretty happy with Seek Power here.
Yeah, that'll help make that run.
Magma Javelin's not the worst thing. Wizened Crone isn't bad, particularly with something like Ruinous Burst.
Yeah, 2-on-2 and opening rares off color. And we've seen that commander do work for us in the past.
We had one last week. It went good.
We did. It went real good.
So I might take that Magma Javelin. I think it's between these two. In particular, like, Ruinous Burst makes plus spell damage ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because you're getting a 2-cost double char, or 1-cost double char, basically. Cobalt Ring is also not the worst thing, yeah. That would be some help for Book Club Yeti, because I don't really think we're going to end up playing Astromancer's Compass.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Bladecrafter being able to pull Javelin's quite good. Definitely wants a target that it can pull for some I absolutely need removal kind of stuff. The thing I'd really want out of that is a Stone Scar Maul.
Yeah.
But that's uncommon, so I can't really like look for that.
Expect that, yeah.
I might go for that Cobalt Ring.
Let's do it.
Obviously, shifting through your deck's really good. Obviously, the Book Club Yeti being able to sacrifice itself for a torch is pretty good. I think that's okay. God, there are a lot of just really good
I know,
things
so
here.
yeah.
I think I'm grabbing the Slayer's Edge here, because that's kind of like a Magma Javelin plus. That is something for the Bladecrafter to grab.
2 dragons.
Yeah, and it's even without that, like a 5-cost 5 removal is actually pretty okay. I believe that Among Your Dragons implies on the board. I could be wrong about that. I haven't actually played in too many of the dragon sets, because like before this set, dragons didn't really exist in draft. Certainly Dragon Synergies didn't, but I'm pretty sure it's on the board. That said, given that these are kind of low and like lead up to it in the curve, we actually have a decent chance of that hitting for us.
Yep. Grab it.
So I'm pretty happy with that. I'd be fine grabbing a Merciless Stranger or even a Sunset Priest, because we are a little bit light on 3s, but the removal is good because we're actually kind of low on it.
Rock Slide.
Yeah, I'm taking Rock Slide here.
Yeah, that's nice.
Graceful Calligrapher is a card that was so good it had to be nerfed.
Yeah.
Dragon Forge. Dragon or weapon of your choice in your deck and reduce its cost by 1. Blood Beetle. I like Blood Beetle a lot. I think I probably want to go with that. I feel like I might like Blood Beetle more than a lot of people. Pock Sphinx Shot or Skywalk Instructor or Gorgon Swiftblade. Oh, that's an interesting question.
Pock Slingshot's nice. Yeah, it's that and the blade I'm looking.
Like, I actually do like Skywalk Instructor quite a lot, because it gives you 2 flying units.
Yeah.
Anything that does that is quite good, even if it's a bit slow. Because it's a mentor rather than just a flat give. I feel like I'd be happy with any of these.
I'm not sure what we would want to put in the air, though. Like, most
that
of
is fair, yeah. So almost everything upstairs is already in the air.
And mainly you would like to put that Gorgon Swiftblade in there.
Yeah, that would be great. Just make it literally unkillable.
So are you thinking Slingshot? I do like the Slingshot.
I'm super between it. I do think the Slingshot is really good on our flying stuff, because giving 3 health to a flyer is really big.
Yes, really big.
We're at 5 2-drops, so we've actually filled in that hole not too shoutily. Elrock's Choice, baby. Doesn't quite work in our deck. I might grab that Sunset Priest just to fill the curve out, particularly since I have the Slayer's Edge already.
Sure.
And I'm not feeling like I really need a Magma Javelin.
Yep.
Barkeep's Friend isn't the worst.
Friend.
It's not amazing, and it might not make the deck, but we'll see.
Oh, Stone Scar Banner.
That's a pretty good grab this late.
Skycrag Stranger.
Skycrag Stranger. Ah, 2 things and not my colors. Love it. Thanks, Dup.
Deal 3 damage with 10 more cards in the
I'm taking that.
Cards 20 or more. What the shit? I mean, we're never gonna see that.
No, we're never gonna play this, but you know what? Fuck it. It's in colors. I'm playing it in the deck. We'll make it happen. I'll draw 3 cards at some point.
Yep, I mean, 3 cards is, you know, doable. More in the Void is doable.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, all we're really giving up is that Dancing Flame and the Skeletal Dragon here. And, like, I'm actually doing pretty good for units right now. Like, I'd be happy to cut some stuff from this deck, but there isn't anything in here that I'm like, ugh, I don't really want except maybe the Cloud Snake Hatchling. And I've got an entire pack.
Wow, thank you for the host.
Hey.
We're doing cards.
We are.
We're grabbing that legendary.
Fuck it.
Ooh, Triumphant Return.
Yeah. You can see battle skills. Enemy player discards the top 12 cards of their deck. That does kind of feed into that.
Interesting.
It's stupid as shit.
We just started. Our deck is. It's an interesting. Dark Mass seems.
That seems
real
pretty good.
fucking
3/5's
dumb.
a really good stat line in draft.
Yeah.
It's like that or Triumphant, and I think that this is good. Like, the only reason I wouldn't be immediately all in on it is that I have a billion fours right now.
4s are top end. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Plagued Griffin.
This is a big wall in the air, which is pretty good.
And you can play that twice.
Yep. Dancing Flame's pretty good. Unfamiliar Interloper is pretty good just because it's got...
influence of your choice.
Yeah, the fixing. We already have a Tainted Mark. This is an interesting question about, like, what the deck wants to do.
Interloper seems pretty good. I don't know if we have...
And Matt Not Hugh. Thank you for the follow.
I don't know how much fixing we have. The Dancing Flame's really good.
Yes, I like this card quite a lot.
We have a Seek.
We have 1 Seek.
We have 2 Strangers.
Yeah, so our Burning Core Drakes are doubles. The Blade Crafter is a double. The Brood of Aramot's a double. The Dark Mass Stalker's a double.
We're running Hard Greed right now.
Yep.
And a triple Primal, yeah.
Yeah, and Savage Incursion is a triple primal. So I probably do gotta eat my potatoes here. As much as I would love, I think the Plague Griffin is also a reasonable choice given the meditation or like given the Windshaper in particularly. And also, like, the stuff that I could also give it things, like anything with flying has a chance to be quite dangerous. I think I'm going Interloper here. Do I want a second Interloper? Is an interesting
Token of Menace.
question. Yeah, that's actually probably where I want to be
here. That's all
here.
our colors. Ah, there's that Essence Feast again. Grab that.
Oh, that's just Torch.
Oh yeah, Torch. 2-cost Torch is high.
That's just Torch. All right.
It's a double Helix Drake. The 1/4 flyer. Spells deal
Spells plus 1 damage seems pretty okay here.
We have Seer.
We now have Seer.
Rock Slide,
even Savage Incursion we get a buff from that. But yeah, the big thing being Rock Slide and Ruinous Burst. Both going up to 2 per is pretty fucking strong.
Yeah.
So I think I feel good about that. Yeah, Torch.
Torch. Another Interloper or the...
God, this is gonna be interesting. I have this deck's gonna have some interesting cuts in it, I gotta say. So we've got the Cultist, we've got the Mark Maker. I think that's about it in terms of stuff that gives things. Like, I don't think Contaminating Ritual is gonna be in this deck.
Or Jump Kick.
Or Jump Kick for that matter, yeah. And that would only be temporary anyway.
So they Interloper for more
Ritual.
fixing?
Yeah, like maybe we just go Interloper for maximum greed here. There'll be some interesting cuts going on in here.
Nesting Raven?
Yep, that's fine. There's a late fucking Inferno Zealot.
Yeah.
There's also Ruinous Blast here. Like, a second Ruinous Blast doesn't feel bad. Obviously, just ending the game doesn't feel bad.
He's nasty as fuck.
I think given that I think if I didn't have the Rock Slide, I'd feel a lot less comfortable with it, but pretty okay with that late. We don't really need a second Tainted Mark. Don't know that we'll actually play this Stranger, but hey, we'll see. There's a late Blitcove Yeti.
Kindling Harbor.
Oh god. That has the what's his name effect.
Just cost by 1.
Yeah, like till the end of turn when you discard it.
goodness, alright, where's this deck going? I don't know.
I have many questions for
Oh,
myself.
Biting Winds. Does that get a +1
Yes,
damage?
that'll be 7. Now, granted, it's not that relevant most of the time, but
Sure,
yes, if we want to
sure.
kill a 7 cost unit, then or a 7 health unit, then Double Helix Drake will make it happen. Okay, what the fuck am I doing?
the Carver?
Yeah, the Carver definitely goes. We've got these 3. This deck is probably not fast enough to play Blood Beetle, but I'll kind of let it ride until I know that for sure. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 2-drops. All of which I think are quite good, I gotta say.
Yeah, the Brute Club Yeti doubles as removal.
Yes, he is removal.
He's a unit and removal.
Pompous definitely goes. Barkeep's Friend is probably fine to go, given the sheer
Yeah.
amount of damage I have. The Jump Kick can go. The Devourer I'll come back to. We have 25 units still, so like there's plenty of room to
yes,
cut.
we have lots of units
So we
to
have
cut.
2, 3, 4, 5.
We killed that Spellstorm Stranger.
Yeah, it's not doing it for us. We've got 4 3-drops. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fucking 4-drops. I think the Meditation Trainer can go.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's true. For removal,
Yes.
the Yeti requires us to have a relic.
I get the
We
feeling
have-
I'm cutting at least 1 Book Club Yeti, possibly 2.
Yeah.
Let's just do that right now.
We
kinda
do
see how
have
our
we
deck
have the Cobalt
is.
Ring, the Tainted Mark.
The ring
we
and the
have
mark are the 2
weapons.
things that are the big things.
Yeah.
And like 5 damage for free ain't nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah.
It may still end up going just to like turn this into a proper control-y type deck.
Power plus rerunning. We're talking about
Um,
5, but we do need a lot of influence.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. We do have the Seek. We've got, a lot of influence, and the Tainted Mark will help me play a lot of the stuff that I do, plus the Cobalt Ring is a sink for my power. It is an interesting question. Might be 16 plus Seek, might be 17 plus Seek.
I still think it's 18 plus Seek.
That's definitely not.
17 plus Seek is... 16 would be riskier, but
Yeah.
not overwhelmingly so.
That said, we do still have to remove at least 3 cards from this deck. 4 if we were like, playing good.
Goodness.
Do you think, given that I'm like in such bad need of power, that might go? And plus, like the big thing being that I do have the Biting Winds, the Seer, the Rock Slide,
yes,
and the Ruinous
yes,
Blast.
Yes, we do. And the Slayer's Edge. We kill the Assault Guild?
Kind of going back and forth on that.
A massive...
Yeah, we're not like huge on the board, so it might just be out. Again, given the list of direct damage spells that I just played out.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to have some issue killing large enough things. That will
Yes.
probably be this deck's downfall, but not too much I can really do about that right now.
No, we didn't get like a Combust or anything like that.
Yeah, Combust would have been amazing in this deck.
Mm-hmm.
20 units currently. Really, in a perfect world, we make our way to Savage Incursion and win the game off of the cards we draw from that.
Woohoo.
But we'll see if that ends up being, realistic.
Probably a billion flyers, really.
Yeah, right. The way this deck wins is like Windshaper and 500 flyers, just kind of ending it. Just give this a chance.
16 Seek.
Like, mostly just because I'm at 46 cards right now and I don't know what I'd want to cut, much less 2 cards I'd want to cut.
Sure, sure.
So we're at 5, 6, 7. We're going to need more than that, but 8, 9, 10, 11. So actually a decent amount for that. We've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which hopefully is enough to activate the Dark Mask Stalker. There's a chance I cut Sunset Priest just because it doesn't fit super well.
Yeah, I think
and just
we
go
got
down to
it.
45
Yeah.
cards for once in my fucking life.
Yep. We go back up to 46 by putting an extra power in.
Obviously.
I
Zealot
assume
does
we're-
pledge,
yeah.
yes.
Keys are all-
I think we've cut the rest of the pledges in. So we do have the one extra. It's an interesting question what I want here. Obviously, like, Savage Incursion is kind of pushing this deck. But it's actually not as far off as you think count-wise. This might be the right power. That obviously we also have Seek. This is quite good because it's got Warbrush Oni into Burning Core Drake. It doesn't like ever get to play this, but I think that's a strong enough start.
That's fairly good. No.
That a little less so.
A bit slow, but doable. That would give us
Does
all...
actually have all of our
You
influence.
would have to get like one drop. We're gonna have
Yeah.
play a game where it's gonna be like, oh god, what unit?
I think this deck is a complete mess that will either that will probably steal some wins.
Total mess. We'll
We'll see.
Against Joe Bags. No.
Less than ideal.
Okay,
Needs more
that's-
power.
Yes, it needs more power, but we actually do have 2 fire, 2 primal, and then we can get a shadow off of that dude. So we at least have most of our influences here.
Might go up to 17 power and just not remove
Yeah,
anything.
I think
Sort of
so.
just going back and forth on whether I want to do that or not. Right, that's good. Also worth noting, Warbrush Oni turns these into bears.
Yep,
Ready yourself!
We got our Savage Incursion.
Mm-hmm.
And our Slayer's Edge is a +6 now. We'll never get to play.
Oh, of course not. That would be ridiculous.
Our wisdom is infinite.
Punish 1 power, eh?
That's good. We grab a... I guess it was if you want to play the Burning Core like now.
Yeah.
But I think you want to...
Nah, we can't actually play the Burning Core now because I
Oh,
need
right,
to
you only
spend
have
1
2
to get
power,
that,
so we grab a shadow?
Yeah. This will give me 1 power. Hooray.
We survive.
Woo!
Woohoo!
An important note.
What?
That bottom text. He's a
Corruptus?
stranger.
Oh, he's a stranger. Okay, I had no idea what you were pointing out, honey.
Sorry.
I've got a 3/3 boy up in there.
I may just put both of these down.
Our aim is clear.
Need a primal and a shadow left. And then...
Yep.
Our aim is clear.
Really need to start pulling some power.
Yep.
We did just get some bearer seek lest there, yes. That is certainly annoying, but a good reason to have kept him down. Worrisome.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna lose this by not having any power.
Nope.
My one weakness.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh! Yeah, our opponent has everything, and
we
we're
have
stuck on
nothing.
3.
Yeah.
And all of our removal is at 5.
Yeah.
But don't
Our
worry,
aim
they're getting
is
there.
clear.
That stranger's nasty.
Many of them are.
It's working!
I need to get rid of that Raven before I can, like,
Yes.
play the Burning Core Drake.
Yep. I'm getting a Mist Veil now.
Yep. I do at least have this to stop that. Not really much of a strategy, but... Really, this is the thing
that's drawn so
that's
many
won them the
cards
game,
off
yes.
that stranger. Yeah.
The game's already over, but we'll play it
Yeah.
out. See how
Our
it
magic
goes.
is unbroken.
We can kill their 3/3.
I don't really want to play that without the draw. Particularly because it's not doing anything.
Yeah.
'Cause I may play this out, and then if they don't play a thing, I'll kill the Raven off next turn.
Hi. Does Mistveil come down? Yep.
Hell yeah.
Well, do we have to Slayer's Edge that?
Unfortunately, yeah. It is making things happen, at least. That's alright, though. I'm adding things into their void, at least. They are at least playing this super slow.
Yeah. Yeah, we're switching strategies. We're decking them.
Mm-hmm. Look, if your opponent draws too many cards, then you've got them right where you want them. You have other flying units, allegedly.
No, we don't. We have none. We don't have any of those dragons. None.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a 3/3 flower of our own.
The
Oh,
ancestors
terrifying.
guide
shit.
our hand.
You know how a big thing is like the biggest problem for this deck?
Yeah, yep. We didn't do it, so we
Yeah, I might just
kill
have
that
to.
off. Yeah.
As unfortunate as that is. Oh god, do you have like a jump kick or some shit? I could have disconnected us. You never know. You know, second metal coming right up. Sure.
Flyers.
Hell yeah. That's good at
Oh, that's
least.
nice.
Ready yourself!
It's time.
Fast?
It is fast, yes. I'm probably gonna try to use it to kill this, and they'll have another trick up their sleeve, and I'll be very sad. It means I won't have anything in the air, but I suppose I could have stopped them from drawing two things. They aren't 19 cards, though, you know, so we'll get there.
Right, when any Ghost Enemy Void.
I just wonder. I actually want him out, and then I kill those
Yeah,
and give
and
them
then
flying.
they get flying.
I think that's probably where I want to be here.
My prey never escapes.
I then block with him when he attacks in.
Could do. They're gonna draw a billion cards here, but that might actually help me.
Yeah.
Like, it would be pure greed to turn that thing right here. Sure. Terrifying, but sure.
Am I gonna use this thing they've been holding?
Well, that at least stops this from attacking.
Yep.
They're only doing 1 damage to me here.
Yep.
It's working!
Keep drawing, buddy.
Yeah, we well, we can kill the 7/7.
I think I need to save this rock slide. Worth noting, these corrupted things will give me chump blockers for it.
Yes, they will. Yep.
I don't need the influence at all.
Nope.
Our aim is clear.
Yeah.
Woo.
What have we here?
That's helpful.
Can you hear the wind blow?
Think we're not gonna make it, but we're gonna come close.
No. Yeah, yeah. How many cards they got left? 11. Ah.
I see.
Our aim is clear.
Okay.
Every scrap counts.
Definitely a decision to make.
Yeah. I get the
Okay,
feeling they've
they
got
have
enough.
a lot of units.
Yeah, they drew a billion cards.
Yeah, and they have a billion power, so yeah, fair enough.
Like, the board it was getting to the point where I actually had a chance to stop them there. As a decision, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Gonna rock slide that Sky Snapper.
Yep. Hi.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was all it turned to stall.
Look, we made this last much longer than it had any right to.
Yeah?
Hit the box!
Unfortunately, I think we're at the end of the line here.
Yeah.
That was lethal. Are they still use it? Possibly.
Jesus. Alright, guys.
They definitely, yeah, like, they had won that. They could have sacrificed that to shoot my face.
Yep.
Well, we got close. Unfortunately, they had harsh rules, so
Yeah.
kind of did my strategy in. I don't think influence is too much of a problem here. Definitely want to hit. Is it really unit only? Could have sworn it was just enemy. Could be wrong though.
Eh, it could be enemy. Oh, you're looking at your game?
Curious. Oh, my deck, right?
Yep.
Enemy unit.
Enemy
okay.
unit. I mean, they had us about 15 billion different ways for
Oh,
all
yes.
that card draw.
Yeah, they drew
Loads.
10, possibly 15 more cards than we did that game.
A lot. They almost decked themselves with so many cards they
Yep.
drew.
Well, it's worth noting that if your strategy is to get your opponent to deck themselves, it will almost never work.
Yeah.
If your opponent is just drawing that much more. Yeah, it would be able to just bomb things for 2 cost if it could go face.
Yep. And drawing cards is good in a card game. What?
Especially when you start doing it on turn 3 and then just never stop.
Yeah, we just didn't have. We
We had no action.
No, we had. Yeah, if we had that 2-cost torch, we'd have killed that.
Yep, that would have died really quickly.
Yeah,
If
and
we had gotten
then-
enough power to get up to our relic weapons, it would have been
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, we were stuck on 3 and we had
Yep.
our 2 of our 5 costs in our hand.
Yeah, given that our game didn't start until like turn 5 or so, I
Yeah.
would say we did a decent job. That's pretty much fine. I have the interloper, so I'll be
Yeah.
able to get everything. Yeah, actually, this is
Robert's
every
pretty
color.
good, yeah. Trying to think which influence we get from.
Yeah.
We need fire. We need another fire.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe it's double primal we want over the double shadow.
Probably. He is
Yeah,
also
he'll-
another influence.
He'll take one. Yeah, I think we get the fire because we have that double fire. in
Yeah,
hand.
that's true, and I don't want to have to use that. And I want to be able to play this next turn.
Yeah.
So that I can have a 4/1 flyer.
Yep.
What if your Sky Snapper was bigger?
Ready yourself!
Alright, he's gonna get shot down the second I play
Seeing
him.
that Slayer's Edge.
Yeah? This is a pretty good spread to hit with that Warbrush Oni, I gotta say.
Shavka inspires us.
I can assure you the literal second I play this, it's going to get shot by a Rock Slide.
Yeah.
Or a Ruinous Blast.
Yeah.
Oh man, Ruinous Blast is gonna be amazing against me right here.
Yep.
First.
Huh? Same colors.
Yep, the mirror.
Same hat. Same hat.
Same hat. I'm fine with that, honestly.
Yeah,
That's
not
good. That
bad.
implies,
Yeah.
yeah, they are actually kind of worried. That's good. I am admittedly kind of slow here, which is unfortunate. But
At power again.
I know. I add a
just
power to
put
my
an
deck
extra
and
power.
still end up.
Our aim
Primal, I think.
Yeah, I think so. If I had the dude in my hand, like it's literally one card that's double shadow in here.
Yep. Hi.
For fuck's sake.
We're just gonna lose to not drawing power again.
Yep.
Oh, hi. We have that boy in our deck, too.
Mm-hmm.
Owned.
Little bit.
Oh, we have to. Probably throw away the 2 shadow guy, right?
Sadly, for the shadow that I draw next turn. He's so fucking good, but
Droughting twice in a row feels bad, man.
that and like, look at this spread
I
here.
know, we have so many 2s.
Sure. Yeah, your plan is just to kill me here.
Yeah,
And I
it's
think
gonna
it's a pretty
work.
good plan.
Good plan. That's gonna work.
Thorough the Kitsune. Thank you for the follow.
God, this isn't an amazing deck, but God, we've just two in a row.
Hard to feel bad about getting screwed this bad. It happens.
I know. That always makes me feel worse.
I know. Yeah.
We survive.
I could let that ride a little longer, but if I didn't pull
No.
power there was no coming back.
There was no. It's 17 and Seek.
Nope.
Stuck on 3.
Nope.
Again.
Well, the first one was 16 and C.
True.
Can be argued, we deserved it. I think I actually keep this. It needs to find the shadow on its own, but
Yeah.
that's such a small part of the deck.
Like 2 cards now.
Yep. And it has 3 powers, so you know, how bad could it be?
Oh, hi, we do have one of those.
We survive.
Hit the box!
Oh, good.
Well, there we go.
I
We
might
can
grab the
actually-
shadow here.
Yeah, we can get our shadow.
Our aim is clear.
I draw that legendary spell, and it's like, well, that's life, I guess. Well, they just handed me the world's juiciest rock slide.
They sure did.
Debating if I take it now, and I probably do. It's like, it's a pretty slow play, but it's hard to get that much value
Yeah.
in this life. Alrighty. Well, I will be able to play that dude when I inevitably grab him.
Do you attacking? I know it's 1 damage, but
Ah,
it's 1
it's
damage.
better to play correctly. Iglar.
Ooh, hello.
Can you hear the wind blow?
Rower. I do have a lot of cards. They apparently don't have a huge amount of action.
I'm big.
Him big, him enforce clock.
Yep. It's true, there's an achievement for...
Probably play that and throw away the sigil.
Yeah, yeah. Attacking with that.
Yeah. He's a 2-turn damage spell. This deck always wants to hold on to power. Hello there.
Ah.
My prey never escapes.
Are you gonna do Ice Bolt me? Okay. That Invoke's definitely a bit scary. That definitely bought them some time.
Yeah? Overwhelming the Darkstalker?
Yep. Correct.
Yep.
Alright. Not going 0-3.
Woohoo!
Alright, well, stands to reason that eventually we'd get an opponent who is, Just not drawing too well.
I mean, they got stuck on 4.
They got stuck on 4, and like their only action was those Yetis, which like, if that's the play that you're making when you need to catch up on the board, you're in trouble.
We did have a nice ping for them.
Yep. Oh god, yeah. That's why I was like, I'm okay spending 4 to play Rock Slide here. Like, that took 6 of their damage off the board.
Yeah.
Dirty Main. I wish this didn't have 2 power in it.
Yeah.
Like, this is a really good hand if I
Yeah.
can pull 2 more power.
Do we go greed? Because fuck it.
True, we're in our last game. Bring it to the Lens of Fate. Every game could be our last game.
It's got most of our influence.
That's the big thing, yeah. Like, the fact that this gets us everything except for the legendary is really nice.
2 shadow as well.
Yeah.
We survive.
We shall see.
We'd love some power.
Pity would weaken us.
Never.
Completely fine with that.
We survive.
I want to slow this game down as much as possible.
Yeah.
Have all of our influence. Now we just need to be able to play our fucking cards.
Yep.
Our aim is clear.
Ready yourself!
He's a bear now, which is actually good for the continuing advances of Stall Wars. Yeah, got him. Happily take this 1 damage to the face. They decide they really want to attack in.
Yep. Love to be able to play that slingshot on a flyer.
Would be nice.
Huh.
Going good.
Oh, Jesus. Why is this happening?
Don't know.
Yeah, 2 power hand's a risk, but...
Our aim.
At least our opponent is also kind of not doing the greatest in the world.
Ruinous Burst is 2 enemies, yeah.
You can almost certainly use it on just 1. Like, the only time that your opponent will only have 1 valid target is if they have no units at all, because it can hit base. Anywho, they really want to trade the 2-1 for the 1-2. That's fine. Kinda didn't think they would.
Our aim is clear.
3rd primal.
Yep.
Very easy to forget that.
Yep, we're actually playing 3 fucking primal in this deck. Yeah, it really is, like, the influence has not screwed us at all,
No.
despite the fact that that shadow card is ridiculously greedy.
Yeah.
Like, he's basically our only shadow card.
But
And he's a double.
the
But it's been
power-
fine.
The power has
We just
been-
haven't been drawing power. Which is weird.
Yeah. 1 more power. And we're golden.
I'm wondering whether I play her or the Aramat, the Rotocycle of the Aramat first once I finally pull a power. Alright, it's
Alright.
definitely an issue.
We have one of those.
We do, yeah. It would be actually really, really good, although not right now. Debating if it's worth it. Might be, just to clear that off the
Yeah,
board.
I don't think we're gonna get a better target.
There's a lot of 1 health things, but yeah, I think like stopping them from having a chance to put like a good attacker down is good.
5 health, I'm not sure they're gonna get.
Yeah,
5 power, I mean.
yeah.
Really use that fourth power.
All it would take. I will
20
have to play the
cards down right
slingshot
now.
here if I, Yep. Like I'm playing Magic the Gathering for real. That's a fair enough move.
Yeah, fair.
Draw some cards, that's definitely a bit worrisome.
Not much we can do about that.
Yep.
Our aim is
Neat.
clear.
And I have been told that every scrap counts.
Every scrap counts.
I will likely put the slingshot on that next turn, depending on what the board looks like, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, it's worth noting we have gotten them down to 13 health at this point. They are hitting the point where they can play something fairly large.
Our fourth power is finally here. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of gotta go for broke here.
Yep.
God. Not enough yet. I'd only do 3 damage to their face. I give up my 1/2 here.
Yep.
Yes, this isn't really all that relevant. It's just the 9/9.
No, it's a 9/9. We should just block infinitely here, really.
Yep. Batman for
Our aim is clear.
That's a problem.
Oh, my Tainted
Gosh,
Mark
ah,
too.
Tainted Mark, yeah.
And a Burning Core Drake. And they got me to discard, so
Ugh,
yeah,
yeah.
the game's in a little bit of trouble now.
It's working!
Oh geez, I didn't even see that they had played an Eye of
Yeah,
Winter. I'm boned. Shouldn't have played it in that order, isn't going to matter.
Nope.
We hide in the open.
Why? Like, I know you're at 8 health, but it's really not that dangerous. Alright.
Is there any weapon worth grabbing?
Potentially the ruin thingy would kill this off if I can ever fucking get it. I'm debating playing Pock Pock's slingshot to kill that off. Though it is kind of a stretch.
A weapon for every occasion.
The big thing here being that it doesn't play until I draw another power, but
Yeah.
this body is actually kind of relevant because it stops the 9/9 for 2 turns. We're not dead yet, but
That relic's.
Nightmares stir in Zultar.
Yeah.
interesting.
Soul's Blight will return. A weapon for every occasion.
They don't have a flyer, we win next turn.
Well, they can stun it.
True.
I can stun our rotor cycle. Kind of mean.
Listen!
Ha! That's the real problem. Man!
No,
We are so fucking close to winning here.
yeah.
Could you please attack in? Thank you. God, you would have won so much faster if you were willing to throw that Raven in. And then back comes the Raven.
Yeah, this is done.
Ready yourself!
Dance in the flames.
Not the 3-3 as well.
Yeah, I should have attacked him with 3-3 there.
Safe travels, friend.
Might cost me the game. Not the one I would have stunned.
No, that one.
Mm-hmm. You were just a little late.
Yep.
You would have been real good. Man, this deck got some bad beats.
Yeah.
Oh well. Good to do another.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was probably a bit better than that. Probably a bit greedy playing the 16 plus seek the first one. I think
Yeah.
that really needed to be able to go longer. But like, at the same time, 17 power shouldn't draw power that badly.
No, we drew
Like-
power badly in 3 or 4 games there.
Yeah.
Like, that was wrong.
2 of which were actually with like the correct amount of
17
power
in
for the
seek,
deck.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which
And
is
a punch
kind of
card.
unfortunate. 2 cost 2/2 deadly. Summon the enemy player discards top 2 cards of their deck. So that's a bear. Premature Burial. Enemy player chooses 2 of their units to save and sacrifices the rest. That's not very good in draft. We obviously saw Water Conjuring. It's quite good. It's a version of a very good spell that exists in the first format, Flash Frost, that has Invoke just tacked onto it. That's probably going to be what I'm going to take here.
Sure. See, looks nice. Ruinous Burst.
Yeah, Zealot's good, Ruinous Burst good, Sunset Enforcer's good, Willbreaker's good. Say we go with this and see if we can get ourselves something slightly better. Yeah, Flash Freeze, but more so. And it's also like double is not that worrisome in this format, frankly.
Spellbound Vestige. Your dragons cost 1 less. Your spells do 1 light.
That's a lot of text.
Intro. Edge of Prophecy. Summon double. Ooh.
Yeah, if you give this any buffs, it becomes sort of the Sky King, basically.
Yeah.
Which is pretty strong.
Yeah, Mark makes nice. Termite times were recurrent. We never really saw our Tainted Mark go off. We saw there.
I know. We had an opponent put a tainted mark on us.
Now the Edge. Yeah, we had
a lot of good stuff here.
a lot of influence, which was great. The fixing
Influence
was
was
great for that.
totally fine there. Like
The
a
power
2.
sucked.
Us just not drawing power was unfortunate. So like Tainted Mark is pretty good
Yeah.
if we want to stay on color. Mark Maker is pretty good off color, as is Ruinous Burst. I think it's kind of between these. Like everything else is fine. Switchblade, Magnificent Stranger, Ruinous Burst, even Covetous Stranger. But I think as far as it goes, it's either I move into Skycrag and try number 2, or go with Tainted
Grab
Mark.
that taint. We love the taint.
All right. Apparently, we love the taint, or so I've heard.
There's a Brood, there's Double Helix Dragon.
Nesting Dragon,
there's
Double Hero Strike,
Raven,
Brood of
Main Tracks,
Aramot,
Cultist,
Siege
called
Provisions.
The same thing.
Play a curse and a relic in the same. Okay, so I'm not going to ever get that, but
No.
at the end of your turn, give one of your units exhausted units +1 and overwhelm. Okay, that's
okay.
interesting. That's not as bad as the first part of text makes me think.
Yeah, honestly, our deck, it had like one brood and a few flying, and we had that +1/+1 in flying, but god, our deck just died.
Honestly, like, I
died on
can't say
power.
anything bad about our deck because it just didn't get to play.
It died on power.
So, like, yeah.
Majestic Skies is bonkers. We had that last week. Wacky.
So, Entranced Cultist is quite good.
Ooh, Tainted Muck is a curse.
It is a curse and a relic, I suppose.
Yeah, Cursed Relics just set that off, huh?
Yeah, and it is worth noting there are the siege provisions here, implying that there is at least some justice open.
Yeah,
Primal is obviously open. This Entranced Cultist implies that that's open. I'm glad I didn't pick
Yes,
fire.
it does seem still like more a constructed deck thing. Siege Provisions is really good. Do we want to
Like, we could try to do something stupid with this, and I wouldn't be totally against it.
Siege, or do we stick with like Brood?
That is an interesting question, yeah. Like, I think these are both really good cards and probably what I'd take here. Now, granted, I'm also, like, looking at that Entranced Cultist because I love that. But we could kind of just change things up and say, fuck it, we're doing Huru.
We're doing Huru, let's do it. Nothing but attachments.
Blade Griffin's good.
Raychard Paladin.
Raychard Paladin's good. Tainted Mark and the Siege Provisions give turn Ragehard into a useful unit.
1/5 flyer for 4s, never a bad play.
You never feel bad about
Nope.
the Tower Top Patrol stat line. Like, I might go Rageheart Paladin just to try it out. I'm still kind of doing some exploration here. Apparently, it really wants us to be in Shadow.
Yeah, I guess so.
Gravewatch Ancestor, obviously,
Gravewatch
quite
Ancestor's
good.
really good. Do we try I'm Justice and Primal again? Because I'm not really enamored with any of those shadow cards.
No, not particularly. Like, the Deadeye's probably the best of the crew if you're not already in the Exalted. And even it's kind of conditional.
Do we grab her? She's nasty.
Yep.
The reason why we killed her.
So all the fire found its way here.
Sunset
So Token is in all our colors.
Yeah.
Sunset Enforcer is pretty decent. Forlorn Griffin is okay, but needs some
Yes,
buffing.
needs some buffs,
so it
so.
kind of feels like it's between these two. And I kind of feel like we have a pretty decent chance of seeing either this or more large things that kind of fill its role.
Let's grab a token.
So we could do some fixing here. Another Rageheart
Rageheart.
Paladin.
Touch of Battle? Ooh.
Touch of
Oh,
Battle is
Biting
quite
Winds.
strong. Biting Winds is also
We know-
quite strong.
Do
We
grab Biting
literally
Winds?
never even saw Biting Winds in the
No.
last one.
Yeah,
which is
it's
kind of
real,
amazing.
It's real good. Let's grab it. Another Biting Winds for you, Jim.
Mm-hmm.
Humbug Nest is pretty
Yeah, I don't
decent.
actually feel bad about like any of these three.
Just go for 6 Biting Winds.
Yeah, Time Justice Primal feels like it'll probably be fine as a set. I'm pretty okay taking another fuck you card. Rectifier.
Ooh, Rectifier's
Hello.
great. We're grabbing that.
Calibrate's really good.
Yeah.
Interesting. Definitely take the Calibrate over it.
Yeah, the
but
Calibrate, yeah.
Quite neat.
Okay, Sunset Force
Yep,
now.
said that would fall. Static Discharge probably doesn't make the deck, but it might. That Emerald Ring.
we're
I'm
grabbing
looking
that
at
Emerald
everything
Ring,
else,
but-
but I'm taking the Emerald Ring.
Yeah. ooh,
Predator's
I like-
Instinct is pretty strong.
There's that Dread Hellkite. Yeah, Predator's Instinct.
Spell Shield Architect is actually fine, because if you give something big Aegis, it just makes it impossible to remove in draft. And it itself is fine as a body with Aegis, but yeah, I'm
Emerald
just
Ring.
gonna-
Yeah.
just gonna grab that shit.
High Sword of Icaria.
Yep, that is in this format.
Huru Stranger, though.
Huru Stranger's here. Mithril Mace is here.
Sirocco Glider's fine.
Even Sirocco Glider's here, but I know that'll definitely fall.
Grab a Huru Stranger. We have no 2.
Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely like Mithril Mace is a much better card.
Yeah.
And it kind of is just good to have that kind of removal. But yeah,
We do
Huru
have
Stranger
2
is definitely
Biting
worth
Winds,
considering.
yeah.
Biting Winds is still a little
Yeah, it's weird removal. Yeah.
weird, whereas Mithril Mace is just pick a target and it ceases to be as long as it has 3 or less health.
There's Sirocco Raven. We've also seen.
Pierstoker Raven is fine. The one thing about that being that
Yeah, we don't-
Shadow is
yeah.
really what has the discard
Yes.
strategies. So I'm a little less into that than I would otherwise be.
Going greed. Ooh, Deepwood
Hello,
Ranger.
Deepwood Ranger. Tower Top Patrol. So, you know, I've talked about this stat line
Inflict
being good.
Conscience.
Inflict Conscience is really good. Shit. So we don't really have too much to go off of here for stuff with 2.
Yeah.
I love Deepwood Ranger in draft just in
Yes,
general
yes,
because like
yep.
if you have even one other thing on the board, it's a 6/6, and a 6/6 is game ending in draft.
Yep.
But I think I have to take Inflict Conscience.
Inflict
unfortunately.
Conscience is, yeah.
I'd probably, if this wasn't here, or like if this wasn't here, I'd probably still take the Tower Top Patrol over the Deepwood Ranger in
Yeah.
the situation we're currently in, but...
Hi, Tower Top Patrol.
Hello, Tower Top Patrol. Thunderclaw
Fine.
Raven is fine, but...
Yep, I think it's Tower Top Patrol.
Yep.
Hi, Cat Brother. Asintel's Gift, hi.
That is a card.
Wow, Oni Samurai, though.
Pretty happy with Oni Samurai. Reverberating Strike and Thunderclaw Raven, not so good. God, 4 cost, whereas Ruinous Blast
I
is 2 things for
know.
1 cost.
What?
Which just, oh boy.
Ombre Stranger?
Hello, Eviscerate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Combre Stranger that Acantha's Outrider, which is
Yeah.
actually probably fine in this
Yeah,
deck.
it's true, we have no
Um,
twos.
But yeah, I'm probably gonna take that. I'm probably gonna eat my
We need fixing in 2s.
eat my veggies here. I feel bad about that Spell Shield Architect.
Yeah? Mhm.
It's better than the Copper Hall Recruit.
Yeah.
It's probably better than the Mandrake.
Yeah, I don't really rate that hard.
Honeypot's probably pretty good in this deck. It's like a torch with siege provisions,
Yeah, yeah.
a mortar with
Yeah.
Emerald Ring, and just fucking hilarious with Tainted Mark.
Yeah, Honeypot seems good in this
Journey
deck.
Guide's
Journey Guide's
fine,
decent,
but I'm pretty happy just like filling out my removal here so I can take random greed picks.
Bouncing Griffin?
Yeah, it's probably better. Thundercrawl Raven is fine. Oh man, I haven't seen Brimstone Altar in forever. Bad.
Neither.
Pick that and see what happens. That's a pretty nice late pickup.
Yeah.
Reinvigorate's really good. Elysian
Down.
Strangers in our colors. Bring Down is really good. I might slightly... Bring Down's an interesting question.
Yeah,
I think it's either a
Silencers
Reinvigorate or Bring
Silences
Down.
are so good. in this
Silent Singer's
format.
really good. It's like the only piece of hard removal we have other than Inflict Conscience, which is a bit of a weird one.
Yeah.
I really, really like Combat Tricks, and I actually do think they're
Yeah.
quite rare in this format. Like, just from the 4 drafts that I've now done.
Yeah. Yes, Egg and Teleport also cool, but no,
Yes,
not the pick.
it's worth noting. I would be talking these up if I wasn't choosing between these
Bring
two.
down Reinvigorate. Plus, we can do Reinvigorate.
It is also like, you know, do I have the battle skills for it?
And we have a bunch of flying. We have lifesteal.
True. And like the endurance means it gets the +1/+1 for free.
Yeah.
It's so hard to say no to the hard removal though, even if it is kind of conditional. I mean, we've seen how many flyers exist in this format.
Yes,
It's
there's
kind of the biggest
a
thing.
lot of them. Yeah.
I don't love drafting. Yes,
Just
and the
as-
endurance is permanent. Like I don't love not taking a Reinvigorate here, but it might just be like grab the hard removal while it exists. I'm
Combre
fuck me.
Stranger, Sword of Judgment.
Sword of Judgment or
fuck.
Combre Stranger.
Sword of Judgment, great. We're going great.
You know, it's
Doing
not
it.
even. It doesn't even have colors.
We're doing it.
Let's just pretend I didn't even see. I just clicked too fast.
Yeah.
There's the combust we wanted in the last deck.
Yeah, we would have loved that.
Probably
Ancient
Ancient Mana.
Mana.
God, these two are both fucking bonkers,
I
but they're in
know.
neither of our colors.
I know. They were in our last
This is
colors.
also bonkers. If
They
we were
our
in
last
Stone Scar,
colors.
life would be dream. Disjunction is actually not the worst thing in the world,
Yeah,
given the
destroying-
sheer amount of shit we have. Like, there's a lot of stuff in this format. I may need to take the Ancient Manual because we are quite low. We are officially low on fixing now that I've
Yeah.
re-picked everything.
Yep.
I still might take it because this deck actually
it.
does love its shit. And Ancient Manual isn't great fixing. There's the Stone Scar Maul I really wanted.
Yep.
Humble Instructor.
The outright. Yeah, I don't know if instructor hits anything.
Worth noting, we've got the Spell Shield Architect, but yeah, we don't really have too much on top of that currently. That may just be an outrider. Like, part of me wants to just grab this just in case, because this is such a win condition.
He is such a win con, yeah.
And like, Acantha's outrider is good and would absolutely help this deck, but it's not as exciting.
That's the
I
thing.
know.
That happened last time, though. Like, it seemed like pack 1, Fire and Shadow were really open, and we got to packs 2 and 3, and then it completely flipped. It's
Yep.
exactly the same. It's just flipped.
We're
but
getting unlucky tonight in terms of the draft packs we're opening.
Really are. The first one, it really was. Like, we got lots
In which
of
case,
shit.
fuck it. When life gives you lemons, you find a new god. Fledgling's fine. Don't think there's anything else here that's relevant to me.
Nope.
God, all of the fixing in not my colors.
Yeah.
We could play a worse, whatchamacallit? Water Conjuring.
Yeah.
Not like there's anything else in this pack.
Nope. Another Seat of
God,
Mystery.
the fucking amount of fixing we have for Shadow and
know.
shit is just killing me.
A what ring?
Potentially...
Eileen's Intervention.
Yeah, don't rub it in, JT.
Yeah, we know. It's just, you know, start with a new format, everyone's doing weird shit. It really has been both. Like, both drafts tonight have just flipped completely
Yep.
in the second and third packs.
Probably don't care about a second. Walker! We do have Inflict
Yeah.
Conscience. We do have
And the Tainted Mark.
The Tainted Mark.
Might as well.
There's a
I'll
chance.
take it over the meditation.
Yeah,
we
that's the
don't
big
have.
thing. Spell Shield Architect is
Yeah,
actually
taking all
another way to
those.
give something stuff. Take all those dragons out.
Transfer turn you pay for to give equal to the highest number of life.
That seems pretty strong.
Yeah. Hi.
That seems really good. Outside of that,
Pay for give one of your flying units +1/+1.
that's pretty
Double Helix
good.
Drake. Giant plate mail. Yeah, Shield of the Line seems
Shield of the Wine seems like it would do work.
seems real good. Let's grab it.
Strange Gladiator. There's another Calibrate. There's a Sunset Enforcer. There's Precision Plunge, which probably isn't great because a lot of our flying stuff is a bit low attack. True, random battle skills would actually turn on Humble Instructor, and I currently only have 1/2 drop.
Yeah.
So fuck it, let's
Oh
just
yeah,
have
we have
fun.
like no 2-drops, huh? Oh, we could take another Steely Stranger friend. Neutral Paladin, 3/4 Exalted, Mastery 5, play for Relic 1. And we'd rather have another Steely Stranger.
Fuck it.
Ooh, Promising Pupil.
Promising Pupil's pretty good. Probably better than another Steely Stranger.
Shugo's Hooked Sword, Relic Weapon 7/5 when you do damage. Pretty decent. Another Biting Winds. I think Promising Pupil, Biting Winds.
Promising Pupil. Nahid's Distillation probably isn't the worst thing in the world.
Oh yeah, Nahid's just, we've seen that, yeah. Nahid's Distillation 3 cards, yeah. 4 cost, 3 cards.
Humbug Nest is actually a pretty good late pick.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
Book Club Yeti's probably pretty good in this deck.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Fuck it, this is gonna be Clown Shoes.
Turn back time.
Calibrate is also a thing.
Yeah.
Like a second one basically acts as a Seek Power-ish. I've actually filled up a little bit better than I expected on units, like, because we were a bit low
Yeah.
going into pack 4. I'm gonna have to do something about all of this.
Yeah.
But we'll burn that bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think Calibrate might be
Yeah,
the pick
let's
here
grab the
because we have a
Calibrate.
lot of relics that I want to pull out of
Yes.
this deck. Maybe not a third one, but I don't feel
Yeah,
bad about
yeah,
that.
Yep, mm-hmm.
The
So,
colors?
yes, absolutely, we grab that.
It's actually pretty good. All
It's
right.
two of our colors.
I don't know what's about to happen with this deck,
This
but
deck
it might
is
actually be
wild.
fun. So the Cobalt Ring definitely goes.
Snow
The
Fort.
Snow Fort definitely goes.
Static
The Static
Discharge.
Discharge definitely goes. We've got 1, 2, and 3 permanent relics. This one's hard removal. One's also. This is probably all pretty good. It's a lot of attachments to be running, but I'll probably run at least 1 Humbug's Nest, but I don't know if I'd run 2. Wow, this spell suite's pretty nice too.
Yeah. Yes, Misery Walker.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I'm not totally. I'm gonna have to make some cuts that are gonna affect the direction of this deck,
Underclaw
and I
Raven?
don't know what they are yet. It is worth noting that it can grab Inflict Conscience or Tainted Mark, but it is like 3 turns down the line that it does that.
Yeah.
So that's probably okay.
Oh, one.
Potentially.
Something lower down.
Yeah, I'm kind of just gonna look over everything first. So we've got Dogfights Ocean. Thank you for the follow.
Thank you.
We have these 4 1-drops. This one is a late game unit, so that's fine. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2-drops somehow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 1, 4. Probably fine to kill a Thillage. I mean, a 3/3 flyer is actually just, perfectly cromulent. Sunset Enforcer also is probably the way to go. It's our biggest thing, and it is a 5/5, but it doesn't really have it. There's no sacrifice in this deck, so it's only going to be a 5/5.
Yep.
It's also, I think, our only double time. Could be wrong about that.
Yeah, let's have a look at our. Okay, now we just have the Mithril.
Yes, Humbug
Humbug
Nest
and
is
Water
going to.
Conjuring.
I probably want to keep Humbug Nest because I am at 17 units right now. We have 2 Calibrates. I might take that down to 1 Calibrate, but that's decent for fixing as long as I have time. I know, I'm like looking at Humble Instructor, but I think I'm gonna fucking do it because fuck it.
Fuck it.
We've got 2 Steely Strangers. And I'm at 17 units right now.
Spell Shield out
The
two
Spell
of
Shield
those,
Architect
yeah.
helps. I'm not gonna say it's great, but
Are we running 17 power?
probably maybe 16 with the 2 Calibrates. Look, I don't think Humble Instructor is a good choice here, but I'm not sure there are any good choices. Yeah, it does draw silences.
He's great. Silence bait.
Like, looking at all my
And
spells and
Kingmate.
wondering what I want, it may actually end up being Disjunction. As much as I would love to grab a lot of these things, a lot of them will kind of just stick around. Like, the Emerald Ring is forever, the Siege Provisions are forever, the Tainted Mark is forever. Like, pulling back Inflict Conscience, the Sword, and the Mithril Mace are all good, but I'm not sure if they're fast enough good. That may be where we're at. Might go down 1 Calibrate here, just to kind of make room for things. And then I'd feel a little better about 17 power plus Calibrate. That feels about right for this deck.
What another, is this the right sort of influence? Like one of every double.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is kind of... Oh, we have 2,
2 Justice doubles, both at 5.
Yeah, Rectifier can, silence your own units too. He's a good boy.
Yep. Most curses are like, or most silences are like that. You can hit your own units. So as far as removal goes, I've got Bring Down, I've got Honeypot, I've got the 2 Biting Winds, I've got the Mithril Mace, and I've got the Inflict Conscience. I'm like looking at the Mithril Mace and wondering, can I afford to drop it? And that
I
might
think
be
we
the case.
can, yeah.
Might make the deck run a little smoother with the doubles.
Alright. I don't want to...
I know. Maybe the Oni Samurai. Go down to 16 plus Humbug Nest. Out of everything in the deck, is there anything else that I feel might not work? Like, maybe the Honeypot, but honestly, it does feel like, given that I am actually playing 3 relics that will stick around, that's pretty good removal. Yeah, like, Oni Samurai actually has a lot of stuff that can buff him up. Sky King Storyteller is an interesting question. It also gets the same kind of buffs that Oni Samurai does. Like, it's just a slightly bigger version. Obviously, it's on 3, so that's, like, a bit tougher. This is a tough one. I'm not even gonna draw. Fuck it. Yeah, the deck definitely has plenty of action on 3. This may just go completely disastrously, and you know what? I'm fine with that. This is all learning experiences. I haven't really gotten like a super well-tuned aggressive deck yet. You like 3. It's a bit of a ballsy keep, but it does have a lot of setup.
Small world, Brad Mage.
I'd love to play it to like get a unit.
No, absolutely not.
I see they're in our colors. There's a unit.
Hit the box!
Hit the books.
The books. Or books they hit.
For those who
shit.
cannot.
Alright, well, I know what I'm gonna just sack that. I was gonna kill that off, but no.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
Guess I might as well take the
They're
3
not gonna
damage.
take that.
Consider. No.
Fine.
How about don't?
How about no?
Hello, Majestic Skies. Hello, Rectifier.
Huh.
Listen and be reborn.
Shut up and listen.
That Majestic Skies is worrying.
Yep, we do have Biting Winds for the next thing they throw down, which is
What
an
have we
Accomplice
here?
Outrider. And that is fine. That costs 2 to corrupt.
Probably don't. Nah. We keep that silence for a better day, I think.
That seems good. This is slowly starting to come together here.
Stillness can be strength.
I'm probably just gonna blow that out of the sky instead of playing the Emerald Ring here.
New Majestic Skies, fuck. That's scary. Well, their thing with flying is probably terrifying.
You know what else is terrifying?
Yeah, that. And we can silence their flying unit.
Well, let's see if their best flying unit can deal with a 9-8.
What have we here?
I don't think so. That's fine.
Embrace the flames.
I love embracing flames.
Same. Big fan of those things. It's pretty good. What else you got? No relics, but that does mean that I just drew down all my drew closer to all my relics. They do have a fast spell here that they are going to play. Okay. They're gonna kill off the 5/6, but I'll get their... Yeah, I gotta take the Outrider here, I think.
Yep,
Not the greatest in the world, but we did just do
We
9
did
more
just do
damage
9
to their
damage to
face.
their
I'm not
face.
sure I would have agreed with that decision making, but hey.
and we got some health back for us.
We will not be broken.
Yeah, you won't. Man, Siege Provisions is really good, and I wish I had it. No, that's coming out next turn.
Yep.
They have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They can't currently kill her. I'm debating if I want to play like the Samurai and place down a ring on it, or if I want to play a ring on her just for safety's sake.
Playing a ring on her might be safety.
Yeah.
Glory in battle.
Shield of the Line is real strong.
Yep. Sword of Judgment is fucked, by the way. Alright. Debating also playing a thing on him.
And attacking
like a
him?
ring on him and attacking in, because then he trades with everything.
Yeah, we put him down. A4, right?
Let none pass. Stand tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to pee, but good start.
Yeah, it's such a good card. Wild. Once per turn, you may pay 4 to give it plus attack and health equal to the highest one units in your void this turn. So yeah, when you have 5 power, you can throw it down, pay for it, make it strong, and swing in.
Yeah, that card is very rarely a 1-drop.
Yep.
You will almost always want to activate its ability
Yep. Drop it
the
down
turn
to
you
turn
play
5.
it, because
yeah.
that, like, the charge on it means your board swings so hard. Shield of the Lion is a really good card, and if it wasn't rare, it would be it would warp the format, like in a way that Teething Whelp did. It just represents so much damage.
Nope.
But I can play Oni Samurai on 1.
You can.
Goodbye. This is almost there, honestly, and I might
Yeah.
go. I think I'm gonna go for this. I really, really badly need to pull an active power at some point.
So
but...
do we do primal with our token of tradition and then green with our creation?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the Coconut Creation first in case I pull active power. But yeah, we're getting at least our time from this.
Fighty Boy is very good.
Shavka is my
Ouch.
Time for this to happen again, it seems.
Yeah.
We learn what we must.
It's this weird thing, because him attacking him with a Steely Stranger out does give me my ability.
I will stay.
Worrisome.
Ouch.
Our bond is strong.
Oh, we're about to get screwed again.
Yep, it happens. God, they even have a fast spell.
Meet my axe.
Hello, my axe. This has 3 attack. Question being what I... Play the 1/3.
Still
Has slightly more health.
Strength.
Blocks a little bit better. Unfortunately, this will at least get them to spend that 3 cost +4/+4 that's in their hand.
Hey, weird.
Damn, if I had blocked with the Stranger, I would have actually gotten that.
Yeah.
Not that it makes too
Keep
much
your
difference.
blade sharp.
Like, it would have been a 2-for-2 instead of a 1-for-1. I think we're just gonna get run the fuck over.
Yeah, we are once again stuck on 3.
A weapon.
I haven't seen what they got all the war cries on yet.
Yeah.
That weapon is gonna kill our 1/3.
Yep.
Oh, it shows us, huh? No. Bad. Neat. Body.
The ancestors guide
Sort of like
our
I could
hand.
play the Emerald Ring, but it wouldn't do anything for me. This at least like allows me to continue.
A weapon for every occasion.
Lordy.
Jesus.
Yeah. Don't worry, they'll play a flyer next. There's not really anything for us to do
No,
here. We
we're
just, like, we have
screwed
drawn
again.
through 15,
Again.
33% of our deck. And there was only 3 power in it.
This has been a badass fucking night.
Yep, it happens. Sometimes it do be like that. It's Dag Soul. Probably not.
Calibrate, but
Does have the calibrate, which isn't the worst thing in the world.
it's still kinda
yeah.
awkward.
Like, so close to being good. If this was a Justice, I'd probably keep it. Because I at least would have action. Not great. Praying I draw a blue off of this calibrate.
Our bond is strong.
Ah, okay, that helps. I wanted all my power, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, we have 3 power right now. It is a question of if I want that Tainted Mark. Or if that would be a bit too greedy here.
We need a double time for the
Yeah, I
Humbug
should probably
Swarm.
just grab that. Oh no. Point.
Remember that in the book club?
Yeah. I kind of want to give one of these Aegis.
Our aim is clear.
Okay, yeah, they got an Overwhelm off of that. It's sort of the thing, like, this isn't really that high value. It's nowhere near on the level of a Warcry.
Stillness.
The way that we're going to at least attempt to win this is basically by playing down the Emerald Ring and turning my Humbug into a Mighty Warrior.
Sure.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we do have a Biting Winds.
Yep.
And the book club Yeti with the Emerald Ring turned
Yeah.
into
Our magic is unbroken.
Ranger's deck.
The big thing about this will now get a discount and a random battle skill if they decide to throw away that 1/2.
Yep.
There's an interesting question if I want to kill off this guy with the Book Club Yeti.
We'd have to put the Emerald Ring and the book club
Yes.
Yeti down.
I
so-
kind of want to develop the
yeah,
Emerald
let's
Ring.
do that. Absolutely. Yeah. And then we could Book Club Yeti or even just silence. her if we
Yeah,
feel
that's
like
sort
it.
of the question. If I want to like just kill that off and hurt their board a bit, or
Attack in with a 1/1 Humbug.
Hit the box!
I'm debating. I'm still debating if I want to kill that or not.
Ah, you want like you can do that now.
They are stuck on 2. Yeah, I could do that whenever I want. That's the fucked
Yeah.
up part about Book Club Yeti. They are stuck on 2. I
Yeah,
think
we
might
can
be
do
the
it.
biggest thing. But it also, like, I'd rather they not, given that they're low on power, it might be
Yes.
best to just fucking stop that.
Yep. We also have silences and biting wind.
The thing I would say
Lurk
about
in shadow.
oh dear,
And it plays.
that's
Going against +1/+1. Pay draw.
fascinating. They are a little far away from that.
All biting winds, or do we?
That is the question. I think I'll probably silence it just to get another unit out.
Yeah.
Listen
We
and
can
be
re-silence him when he dies.
Yeah,
so.
I'm gonna hit this because the Dark Return and the whatever
Yes,
whatever
yes.
it is exists in this
Yes,
format.
there's a bunch of yeah.
We stand strong.
Warp, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with just developing the board a bit. I don't know if they have any reason to play or not play my power currently.
A touch of compassion.
Damn. There goes my eggs. That's very worrisome.
Yeah.
Love to pull more of my flyers to put things on.
Yep.
I do at least have the humbug, so like we are going to continue the pressure. Not that it matters.
Are we gonna biting wings that guy?
I mean, if they offer him to me so kindly, I would absolutely do that. What do I lose? Okay, that's actually
That's
fine.
fine. That's fine.
Like
yeah.
the spell shield would have been nice to put on that, but
But we kind of want flyers. We want
yep.
our big units here.
Yeah, like gas is nice. We're a bit fragile right now.
Yeah, machinations. Whatever that spell was we had and didn't ever get to
and
see.
never got to play, sadly.
Yep.
There's the Raven back. Thinking about it. Yes, the Strange Navigator does have flying. Interesting question. Yeah. Alright. Damn, now I wish I had the spell shield.
Yeah.
Ah, we were so close to Venom.
Take it. It's yours.
Hacken.
You're still on 3 currently. It's definitely scary, 'cause
Yeah?
there's something big in their hand.
Yeah.
No, the other one had Aegis,
The other one had Aegis.
and it's dead.
Yep.
Pity would weaken us.
Our magic is unbroken.
Yeah, if that other bug still existed, life would be
Yeah.
dream.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
How much damage can we do with that?
4 currently.
Ah, so we can kill that guy again if we want.
Yeah, I'm debating if I do want to. Like, they're at 4 now, so it's a bit different than it was.
Faster.
Yes. I can also put off the decision.
Yeah, they can still get the cost. But that might.
Like I said, at 4, I'm not as worried about the cost debuff than I was at 2. I may still do it, but I'd also just rather use it to get a flyer out of the sky if I can. It'd be lovely if this guy could hit anyone right now.
Yep.
The double buff is definitely... Yeah, I do just go for it.
Go now.
Or
Drag
force
a
a
spell
fast spell,
out,
which would
yeah.
be fine. Not coming back, damn it.
Nope.
That's what I'm talking about.
Nice.
Alright, do I just go for it within... Oh, it's just one of your units invulnerable to damage. So I could give her... Might be worth it. Invulnerable damage is not a keyword, but +2/+2 in endurance is, I suddenly realize.
Will you put it on your plug or on her?
Probably put it on her, but... It's gonna be very funny when I get shot out of the sky here. Oh, it's 2, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Attacking her.
Yeah, I hadn't even thought about siege provisions. Activating the humble instructor. That's kind of probably what puts it over the edge. I feel like they have that biting wins, and that I just got over the line for it. Neat.
Estimate to 3, that's...
They're getting that flying dude, which is definitely annoying. But I think I am now, like, kind of just... My velocity is escaping the stratosphere here. They will be able to hold me off for a few turns, though. But yes, siege provisions can now give both of these...
We lurk in shadow.
The good shit that I do like.
Yep. Yep. And siege provisions, ring and humble instructor, right? That on a unit on the ground or
Sort of thinking about it, yeah.
380?
Yeah, just make it a little bit bigger.
Yeah, because that humbug I don't think is gonna get past.
He's doing pretty good, actually.
Yeah, the 1 extra isn't really gonna...
Probably should have attacked in before doing that, but whatever.
Ah! Ensnare!
Fair enough.
Well, we can't... If we can get our 2-1 killed, we can silence that.
Yeah, I was sort of thinking about that. Wondering if I just want to start attacking in with him, and I probably should have there now that they had a thing out.
Know your enemy.
Sure. At least it currently takes a unit with it.
Yep. That's pretty good.
Well, that is nice.
There.
So how much can we... Each per...
Maybe put it on that and just attack in. Get +2, +3, and +4, so 5 health. That feels like it would take some things with it, wouldn't it?
Yeah? Oh, it doesn't have to, Oh,
Reckless
right,
is a
his
battle
reckless.
skill.
Reckless is a battle skill. I was just like, shit, wait, yeah. And an emerald. Don't chump it.
The other thing
we're
is I do
gonna-
have Inflict Conscience
We're gonna
for
inflict
this.
conscience. They're, yeah, 4/5.
Yep. And honestly, I might not even need to. God, that is 4/4 of stats every turn for the cost of 8. I'll probably play this instead of the Emerald Ring at some point, but it's always the option. That's nice. So like +4 gives us 7. They do have 5 power
Yes,
up.
that was the thing I was like thinking. Inflict conscious might still be... They have 5 attack on...
Yes, they need to add 2 on top of it. Given that I do have the Tower Top Patrol and
Yes.
the Engrave Watch Ancestor,
Yes.
it might actually still be
Yeah.
fine. What I may do is play the Ancestor instead of the Emerald Ring here, because we're
Yeah.
still over the line with
Yep.
what they have
we
on the
wanna
board.
probably inflict conscious or 4/5 like now.
Yeah.
So whatever trick they do, it doesn't matter, it dies. Because then we can put Tower Top Patrol in the air with the
Yeah.
Emerald Ring. And see behind it.
Yeah, they kind of have no choice but to spend this here.
We kill both.
Yeah,
here,
I
don't
do.
We? Yeah. I think that was worth
Our
it.
aim is clear.
All right.
Siege provisions, it's nice.
Siege Provision is pretty fucking good. The second I saw that card, I was like, wait, that's ridiculous.
We survive.
Right, well, probably just... That's actually... I might just play these two. Hold the Power Top Patrol back.
The ancestors guide our hand.
Hi, I'm threatening lethal.
Yep.
This deck's got some moves.
Yeah.
This deck got so much better in like the last 5 or 6 picks. It's kind of
Yeah.
ridiculous. I don't even know if this deck is good, but like it's definitely got some shit it can do. Like we have basically choked this person out. I'm so
Yeah,
happy I
siege
picked this idiot.
Siege provisions and humble instructor is actually
Yep.
really good.
Our wealth grows.
Well,
Neat. Like permafrost on a non-stranger unit. The shame you're about to die, because that would
Yeah.
actually be really good. Well, actually, never mind. Siege provisions.
yep, siege provisions.
That's
stop that.
disgusting, though.
Yeah,
Wow. Someone said the multicolored strangers are all ridiculous. They were right. The multicolored strangers are ridiculous. Like, God, we had Strange Burglar that last
yeah,
week, and that was
that
nuts.
was nuts.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
We met. You gonna just sit here and whine?
I mean, he can grab an influence for you if you want.
Could do it.
You can sacrifice him and get an influence.
Yeah, get that treasure trove.
Woo!
Fuck me up.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Woo!
Cheers, bro.
Yeah, I really never considered
I didn't think about it.
provisions and humble instructor. Yeah.
I didn't.
Like
I
when we
admit.
were looking at like stuff that gives battle skills, we just didn't consider that.
Just forgot. This does have Book Club Yeti. It does have Combre, so that we've got most of the influence we need.
Yeah.
It's a bit ballsy because obviously it needs more power. I might still go with it. We are
Sure.
on the draw. We also have the Inflict Conscience and the Biting Winds. One that guarantees played and one that we just need to draw 1 power for. It's not the worst thing in the world. That's actually pretty good. That will help.
Yep.
Really have any strong thoughts on this? I'll just get all 3 of my colors. Yeah, that's the big thing. If we weren't on the draw, I think I would have a different view of this hand.
We learn what we must.
Must learn. On the plus side, they haven't done anything yet either. Okay, they have Biting Winds. Like, I'm not going to guarantee that, but I guarantee they have Biting Winds.
Pause there.
That was a pause there too, so I guess not. Interesting. That is annoying. Nice.
Inflict
Like
conscious
debating.
that.
Probably not. If anything, Biting Winds is probably the thing to take care of it.
Yeah. Mhm.
But I am debating, like, this. I know he has nothing to buff off of right now, but that may be what I just
Well,
hold
we only
this
have
for.
3 power.
Yeah.
So you want us to put Aegis on that?
Yeah,
Okay,
basically, would be
yeah.
the thought there. That would be a case where I'd at least consider playing it on 1. Let's see if they want to give that to us, because I would love that. We can kill it right now 1 for 1, so probably not, but hey, maybe they play a spell. Alright. Ooh, that's gonna be good for us. That's gonna make them do that.
Yeah.
Now, it's gonna be bad for us, like, for
Yes,
every turn
yes,
after this.
Yes.
But we did just pull some shit on them. Alright.
Put it down
I'm
and
gonna
go in.
play it down and say fuck it.
Let none pass.
Ah!
At some point, we're gonna have a unit in our void enough power to do that.
Yeah. They're gonna straw that staff of power and just bury us at some point. And that's just life. Alright.
Or do we inflict the wisp?
Yeah, I probably need to, unfortunately.
Back in the 2-2? I mean, yeah, inflict.
Sorry, I consider that as a separate piece.
Alright. Ah, you can draw 1 card off of that.
Hmm.
Power, please.
No. This just
No,
isn't a day
this-
for power.
This night.
Oh!
Oh, shit. This is just a night where we're fucked. When it comes to power. Like, this is like the game.
This has been pretty bad as far as these things
It's
go.
been pretty fucking awful.
This has been less than stellar.
Stillness can be strength.
Right? The amount of fucking stream we've had today is incredible. And yeah, 2 tainted marks.
Don't tainted mark.
We learn what we must.
We haven't even had a chance to play one of ours.
No.
That's the thing that sucks. Among other
Right.
things.
Is- or
Yeah, probably. I'm debating if I want to, like, invoke for fuck its sake, but probably not. 5s I've got. The Huru Fledgling coming out is probably the one thing that does anything for me here. Fine with that. They're down to 11 health, which is kind of funny. Like, we've been doing some work on them. Just everything else that's a problem. Go on, they're drawing a card,
yeah.
which not the greatest thing in the world. Sorry, they're drawing 2 cards.
I'm drawing 2 cards.
Silly me. Ah, you're not drawing a card.
What's that do?
Am big is probably the most relevant text on it. There it is.
Shit.
Told you they had that. I'm gonna draw another card too. God, this card does literally everything. We do have siege provisions, so it's not as bad.
Yeah, we probably do that, right? Do we invulnerable and then we don't need to, or
Nah, it doesn't really get us anything.
yeah, and then we pay the 3 on our flyer and attack it, or that gets rid of the stun.
Yep. I think since I have nothing better to do, I am going to at least protect it a little bit. Yep.
And we put 8 eggs on it next turn.
Maybe. Wow.
Yeah.
I am like God. They
No,
have just
they've-
had
they've
everything.
had
Now, granted,
everything.
they've drawn a billion cards. They are down to 17 cards to my
We were
28.
stuck on 3 for 5
Yep.
years again, and it screwed us again.
Yep. Yeah, literally every game that we've
What have we here?
droughted, our opponent has been able to basically shove it down our throats.
Yep.
Embrace the flames.
In a rough card night.
Oh! Not that any of it matters. Our opponent is going to draw their good cards, but oh my god.
Can I just concede this one now?
Yeah. Jesus. Like, yeah, have we lost a game where we've been allowed to play our deck yet?
No. Maybe 1. No, all 5 of our losses have been droughts.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Less than stellar. There's a chance. If it lives, we will at least draw a bunch of cards on turn 4. Pretty good.
I never miss.
Debating whether I want to play it out or not, but probably not. Particularly if I want to give it a chance. Naheeds. Yeah, they didn't give it a battle skill, which is good.
Humbug.
Yes. Humbug. Even trade one in for that. I see you too enjoy drawing cards. Good. Liking most of what I'm seeing here.
Eggs are nice.
Yeah, debating just throwing it on shield, like playing out Shield of the Line and throwing it on it. Debating throwing it on the Huru Fledgling.
Huru
Got some
Fledgling's a good
options.
one.
Really scary.
Out with Bite and Win. Guess if we block it.
Yep. No, they don't have it just yet. High chance that there's removal for my 3/3 though.
There.
Yep.
Glory in battle.
I think so. It's Teriax hatchlings. I'll see if this is enough.
Oh,
Ouch.
rough.
Yep. Well, it does solve one problem at least.
Yep.
I have another larger problem, but debating playing him down and just spell shield architecting him.
That were our 3.
It would be if I wanted to attack in with this turn, because I can if I mentor it. And I'm kind of 50-50 on that. Not like he gets any bigger.
No, he's not getting much of the.
Stillness can be strength.
Play him down.
Pass.
Silencer War mind games. Not too little, huh?
I guess if you draft a billion flyers, that is a reasonable strategy.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Ouch. Well, this is going 2-3.
Alrighty then. I'll see what my next card is, but then I'm going to concede. Our opponent has gone off a little bit. Youch. Alright, that was a pretty typical week 2 of draft format right there. Sometimes everything just goes kind of wrong. Woo. Well, we will be back Sunday with Tokyo Mirage Sessions, which I almost forgot what we were playing. 'Cause I'm very good at this.
So just the name to confuse you.
I kind of have to think about it a little bit.
It's a weird name.
It's a very weird name. It's a very forced inversion. But yeah, that'll be the next stream. We'll be back with more of this next Friday. We hopefully will draft some slightly better luck. We'll see. See y'all next time.
See you Sunday.